Vrilock on Zeus. World Web 3, Age of Ethereum. Thought we were on the brink of World War 3, eh? Think again. It's World Web 3. Get it right, you sleazy journalist. Nobody likes journalists anymore. Know what I mean? Alright, so let's talk smart instead of stupid. We'll begin with what really matters in today's business world, and that is big tech. So onward with big tech news, yes? Apple is changing the online retail market. Box software used to cost 50% to retailers. No longer. Apple makes deal with Netherlands for dating apps developers selling on the Apple App Store. Herr Doktor notes on that. Regarding the App Store Commission's negotiation in the Netherlands and with potential for other regions. Apple's App Store is the behemoth in business, with developers taking more than $60 billion in 2021. App Store commissions, if accepted in the Netherlands deal, could be a big game changer for myriad retail businesses. Well, we're not really concerned about whether or not the Netherlands bites this apple, but instead the idea itself opens a whole slew of thought materials we Psychotronics can work with to transform the world. So keep this information in mind, that Apple is potentially a game changer on many levels, and keep that in your phantom psychotronic toolbox. Yes, Apple can completely change or even wipe out business models and much more. Now, the good news is that the world is your oyster when you've got Vrilock Psychotronics. What else? Well, say goodbye to invisibility. We find ourselves nakedly walking into the world of Web 3, and now old scripture will have to be rewritten. As Paul once said that all things are expedient, he might have just as well said, hereafter all things are public and transparent. And YouTube is headed there now. Interestingly enough, as Google is looking to hire a high-level executive position for Web3 integration. So even the censorship platform is apparently headed toward decentralization. Yeah, I said the D word. Though I take the word decentralized with a grain of salt when considering the popular computer tech companies, and in particular the custodial wallets we are so very fond of. Mirror, mirror on the bathroom wall, who is the crudest of them all? Say, bureaucrat. Oh, we always like to pick on the unelected officials, but their history, as I said in my previous blockbuster of podcasts, so go back and give it a listen, eh? But seriously now, who is the big daddy in cryptocurrency? Me? Why, thank you, my loyal and lovely lords and ladies. I have to admit, I am rather stunning and spectacular. And the world is progressing in digital empirics to a value of which I have declared many moons ago. But, well, I'd hate to disappoint you, my loyal friends. I'd prefer that you were well armed with the real knowledge here and up to speed on current events. The big pop-up badass and supreme leader in Web 3 is currently Ethereum. Yes, World Web 3 Age of Ethereum. Peering into my crystal ball, and what doth ye wizards see? Why, fuck me, it's 70.4 million addresses hoarding Ethereum. That's at a growth rate of 1.53 million addresses per month in 2021. And even hot dragon eggs don't mature. At a rate quite so fast. Hold up. Somebody else just entered the room here. Ah, it's Binance, the snob who doesn't like Americans buying up their pretentious tokens. But all right, I'll bite. What do you have to say for yourself, you swine? Binance is, well, Binance polymorphs into BNB chain. Okay. You know, I think that Binance logo only slightly resembles the insignia of General Clytus from that Flash Gordon flick back in the gender-confused days of the 1980s. Oh, I love the 80s. I'm an 80s death punk myself, or at least once upon a time. Speaking of fantasy, the Magic Kingdom won't let Facebook have all the fun. That's right. Disney is getting into the metaverse too. So now, while you're waiting for an answer back from Facebook, or Meta, whatchamacallit, for dealing with the symptoms of dizziness, aka Oculus VR, you can share your being at a loss of equilibrium in this time vacuum with your favorite animal cartoon characters. Muggles mischief. Well, cartoon characters and shapeshifters make nice companions, I suppose. But like the Joker retorted, it's not about the money. It's about the message. Or is it? Well, let's find out who else has been moonlighting the gaslighted digerati. Turn out your pockets, ladies and gentlemen. The banks are here. Screech! What? Oh, close your chin, boy. That look on your face doesn't become you. J.P. Morgan is the bank. The first bank to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. Yes, J.P. Morgan is getting hot and wet in the metaverse and has even opened a lounge in blockchain-based Decentraland. Sounds kinda chill, baby. Hey, what do you know? Bankers aren't all made out of stiff boards of wood. What else is new? Well, we can't mention blockchain without inviting without paying the digital gods respect. Without paying the digital gods respect. And that means while Satoshi is probably bald and wrinkled by now, he's still your favorite guy at the party. Yes, Bitcoin value position. Roll the dice. Eventually, every corporation will mine Bitcoin. Well, not really. They'll pay other contractors to mine that Bitcoin. Okay? And All of this talk here really upsets old Dinobots and the suits with flag pins who eat rubber chickens and ride around in funny painted buses campaigning for promises never kept. No, I mean, it really, really bothers politicians. And it upsets their masters. All this stuff we're talking about here. You know that? It really gets under their skin. It really does. I mean, it really does. Take, for example, Canada's latest of bloopers, tricks, and kicks, and downright dirty dumb-mongering. Yes, Canada's Prime Minister revoked the Emergencies Act. In response to truckers protesting vax mandates. With the power in Canada's hands to seize monies, bank accounts, and some are saying, reportedly, it could include cryptocurrencies, as crypto enthusiasts flee to Bitcoin as a new sanctuary. I mean, you know, all the Prime Minister had to do was buy them off with beer. You know, the truckers. Beer, eh? Well, bureaucrats, the dollar is losing to Bitcoin. Psst. And there is nothing you can do to stop it. Never! Well, don't laugh too soon, dickheads. Observe your surroundings. Over here, look. World leaders making a move to confiscate monies, seize accounts, freeze accounts. Freeze well, Batman. And maybe even nab cryptocurrencies. Knock, knock, Neo. They're coming. Follow the white rabbit. Custodian wallets might be targeted? Maybe. Yes, well, hope for the best and yet prepare for the worst of our times, I suppose. If you're shaking in your panties. I'm not. I'm sitting back, chilling like a villain. Because everything's going as planned. But let's keep our eye on the ball now. Control the center of the board. They can bend the rules. I'm talking about the flag pin guys. Not our military guys. I'm talking about politicians. We love our military guys, okay? It's the politicians. They can bend the rules for themselves. But we ain't no fools smoking a pack of cools and looting your stores for your jewels. Get down. Mauser was a ton. Look out for Vrilock's posse coming at you with really angry Aussies. No, but I do have students of psionics in Australia, by the way, who are pissed to bloody hell with the establishment. So suck us to the side. I know you hate my 98. You're gonna get yours. And the global goons, young leaders here, will get theirs. Trust me. I know all about it because I know what I am talking about when I know what I'm saying. Believe me. Oh, ho, 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 he. Yeah, I love these meat puppets. What else? Well, as I've said it, not a dozen times, but once or twice, which should have been sufficient. You need Psionic Cryptomancer, my video course. Why? What do you mean, why? Well, if you live in a country where Big Brother or Big Sister, what have you, is locking up funds, freezing accounts, or even threatening it, not even a threat, even suggesting the idea to feel you out. Don't let these motherfuckers feel you out. then you need to really keep the magic high. And I have what you need. The Academy, Psionic Cryptomancer, awesome amplifiers. You begged for video. I present to you Video Academies at Vrilock.com/shop. Alright, everyone is in on the game here if their eyes aren't wide shut. Now we see what you're doing. But, you know, learn my psionics to control, or at least influence. Make your mark in the world. Influence the systems that surround you and other people anywhere in the world at any time. And your mind, money, buying power. We have truly left behind the days of physical tangibles. It's mind money now. Even debt becomes a greater power than the cash you have in the bank. What you can be trusted to pay back. Debt power. Everything's being stood on its head. And it's an interesting ride. I dare you to ride this adventure with me and use psionics. I beg you, use my knowledge. What are you waiting for? Take control. Use your magic to actually do something. Yes, I don't care if it's remote presence, disruption patterns, radionics, dynamic dowsing, fantastic facilitating a fortune, psionic robots running amok, or simple mind money servitors. Or better yet, psionic cryptomancy. Whatever it is that you aim to excel at, you'll need the training in the academies I have, and as fast as you can get them. But the good news is that my courses are short and sweet. And no, they're not incredibly difficult. Not at all. In fact, it's easier than watching television to get the work done lightning fast. Vrilock.com/shop and keep the magic high. Do try to keep in mind that there is not merely one big brother, not one global elite. The world will be divided between its various factions, as those in the elite divide, and those who wish to push on with the metaverse, with spatial web, Web3, find that the dinosaur bureaucrats are dragging their legs, pulling at their trousers, biting their ankles. Hell, they'll do anything. Even try their tying their shoelaces together and sticking gum in their hair. The reason is that the old system doesn't want to die. I was. But it must die. Keep the magic high. Lords and ladies, always keep the magic high. The world is yours. The world is ours. Herr Dr. Vrilock, signing out.